The information we get today is just whack. But ask yourself, why is that? Oh my goodness. It's a hydration situation where the locker room comes to life and the X's and O's meets the I's and U's. Y'all want to show some love? I love you too. And like and subscribe to this channel and log on to projecttransition.org. Help these itty bitties be greater than their greatest excuse. Educate and empower them. Exposures and experiences. Or we're going to fall in love with this topic today because the information we get today is just whack. But ask yourself, why is that? Well, Skip Bayless is going to break it down. Y'all want to know where these sports media types be coming from? Yeah, they come from everywhere, bro. There you go.
I was fascinated with the why of sports.
I like that.
Why did I have a ceiling? Why at some point I thought I would play college baseball, but then I got to the point my senior year and I was good. I made all area as a catcher, believe it or not, because I like to control the game from the catcher position.
Ow.
And
Bundy.
I needed to know why was I finite? What did he have and they went on to play this or that?
Why could they be professionals,
Yes.
make a career at it? Why was there a ceiling
Yes.
for me that I don't get to win? I don't get to be the ultimate winner here. My body isn't. I'm not talented enough to be a professional great.
Right.
My mind telling me no.
I know what happened to me. I lettered in baseball as a sophomore, and very few at my school lettered as a sophomore. So I was pretty good. And then I'd always been a catcher, and as a junior,
What?
I came out of basketball season and stepped right into the starting shortstop position because my coach said, "You're a good enough athlete. I need a shortstop." We had a senior catcher named David Capshaw, and he.
All right, Jalen Rose just texted me. Hold on, let me stop. Look, man, can y'all admit y'all wins and losses in this world? God dang, I suck at basketball. It is. Like, I could probably play a little better. God, I don't understand the human mind, psyche, ego when we get to this place. Dog, you can't go through every door. Who in the hell can? Ooh.
He was really good, and he went on to play junior college type baseball. But he was a little better than I was as a catcher at that point, and so Coach Havenstreit said, I need you to play shortstop. I'd never fielded a ground ball in my life. And this was called the Mid-State Conference. I don't know if you remember Darryl Porter. You probably don't.
Yes, no, I do. The catcher,
Okay.
the professional catcher.
Thank you. Oh, was he? For Kansas City and then St. Louis. And he was the MVP of a World Series in 1985 for the St. Louis Cardinals under Whitey Herzog. Well, I competed against Darryl all the way up. So our opening game is against Darryl Porter's Southeast Spartans at our place.
Not the Spartans.
He was also a catcher and a shooter in basketball, led our league in scoring, and a really good high school quarterback. Oklahoma wanted him badly, as did everybody else, and he signed with the Brewers, who took him 4th overall. Anyway, so that's sort of
But
what
he's
I'm up against.
so he's just better as an athlete than you are.
I'm looking at him,
Lebatard
and he's
tired.
bigger than I am because he's 6'2", 195. And I'll quickly go to this story, but
Got these sound effects now.
my junior year, I started at shortstop, and I was a horror story at shortstop. And we had a pretty loaded team of seniors, and I was the only junior who started. And I had a hellacious time trying to field ground balls. I could throw. I never had any problem. Had no throwing errors the whole year. But turning to and all the things that you have to do, I just didn't. I was a good athlete, but I didn't have the skill and the know-how of it or the natural. I watched last night, watching the baseball playoffs, and the shortstops are just flawless because they've been doing it since they were little kids. And hard hit balls that take wicked hops, they're so natural with their hands of God and of gold. I didn't have that.
Get your interview back.
Immediately, and right away, I'm getting hot shots at shortstop, and I'm botching balls, and the teams, pitchers are looking at me like, "Come on!" Well, I just didn't know how to do it. So then, we also played Southeast at Southeast. It was during spring break, and I finally got moved back to catcher at this point.
I'm going somewhere with this. So
We had a pitcher who was the state basketball player of the year, white guy, 6'10" inches tall, named Steve.
Why you got to point out your white guy? See how they do it? This is that simple. that slippery little, let me just give you a little slice of this race.
Mitchell, may he rest in peace.
Where are we going with this?
Okay.
Where's this story taking us?
Thank
Darryl
you.
Porter.
Okay.
Darryl Porter hit a ball out of my glove. I'm catching. He hit a ball out of my glove over the tennis court fence that served as the right field fence at Southeast High School where Bobby Mercer went. It cleared it by 20 feet, and I'd never seen anything like it before. And the sound of bat on ball, that was my flashpoint moment of, I can't do this.
Okay.
I can't do that.
Now we got it.
So
Yeah, I get you.
I'm absorbed by who is Darryl Porter, who grew up around the Hickory House where we had the restaurant on the south side, tough side of town. And I got to know him later. He played for the Texas Rangers when I was a Dallas columnist. And he winds up overdosing on cocaine and dying in a park in Kansas City as he was becoming a broadcaster for the Royals. And it just shook me to my core. Why couldn't he be happy with something that a lot of us would have crawled to do, right? MVP of the World Series. And okay, so that has obsessed me, possessed me to the point that it fuels me in my career, the why of it. Why is he better than him? Why is she better than she is? Why is he better than she, or she better than he? What is happening here? And so that's what I like to argue about or debate about or discuss.
Woo! We got there. Everybody on the plane like, God, dog, where did we just go? You gotta let them weave, man. Look, I know I'm long-winded, so you gotta go in that spider web. We're gonna take you places, but trust me, there's gonna be some jewels there. I thought that was fascinating. The emotional context, Skip with the data, the almanac, just him just reciting those names, those schools, those grade levels, those incidents, those moments. And you can hear how unfulfilled, unsatisfied he was in the conclusion. Because he knew the conclusion while he was on the journey. Not the destination. He learned it while he was on the journey. To be an athlete, to want to do the thing that every single person who has ever lived has tried. Only profession that I know of that every single person who has walked this planet has tried to become. Yes. You never grabbed a ball? Never grabbed a stick? You never just threw that pass? You never said for three? You never said touchdown? I remember I was out the country and a cab driver told me that. He said, you should be really proud of being a football player, American football player, because to be an athlete is something that everybody wanted to do, or at least they tried, and not everyone could. No other profession, man. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I bring it back to Skip because you want to know where you get that fire from? To be Skip Bayless, to be a pioneer, the godfather of sports debate. I mean, he wasn't always the dude. Be real. He got competitive with that mouth. He got competitive at that desk in ways that he couldn't because he was limited, like he said, in a finite way by his athletic ability or lack thereof. Jalen Rose, line one. And it's real. But I want from this is not to put Skip down or to put anybody down who's a NARP who didn't make it in pro sports. It's to show you how you can transfer whatever attributes you have to what you can do. I'm talking to those kids who are underserved. I'm talking to those kids who are underprivileged. I'm talking to y'all adults too, but y'all broken. Y'all gonna beat me up in the comments. I'm talking to those who still aspire to be, but are gonna run into that wall. There's a way around it. There's a way over it. There's a way through it. And you can do it. Skip Bayless did it. Imagine that kid. Where he grew up? Oklahoma? Losing to all these dudes we ain't heard of except one. And then realizing, man, what I'm gonna do? Gets a scholarship to Vanderbilt, starts writing about it because he couldn't run about it. He couldn't run through it. He started writing to it and became that guy. Somebody I still give a salute to. That's sick. that lets you know this energy can't be created or destroyed, just transferred. So anybody who comes with a victim mentality, anybody who comes with, oh, woe is me, just tell them, hey, man, pick yourself up. Transfer that. You can. I see a lot of athletes, pro athletes, who struggle in transition to do the next thing. And I always came at them real cocky. Not because I had the next thing, just because I believed in myself, and you should believe in yourself too. I said, you better translate that hard work, dedication, desire, discipline, determination, work ethic, pain tolerance, compartmentalization skills. It could be a world getting destroyed right here. It could be straight destruction over here. And I'm over here like, what you talking about? That's over there. I'm locked in. The level of focus, the switch I got, and what are your attributes? We ain't got to look at Skip and see how he translated them and say, oh, that's just Skip. Oh, that's just you, Wiley. No, it's your ass too. You better recognize, like Sam Snead. Man, I thought that was just so dope. Because it wasn't laced with bitterness. Now, obviously, it's laced with some envy, like, damn, I wish I could have balled out. And then you got to come to those realizations, I can't do that. Shoot, everybody got those realizations. I had realizations like that in sports media. When the hot takes start taking off, I was like, man, I ain't good at that like that. I talk too long. I ain't got no one-button sentence. I mean, I could try it, but it ain't me, so I ain't going to be great at it. I ain't going to be the best at it because there's somebody who is great at it, who wants to do it. If I'm trying to fake it to do it and it ain't me, oh, man, I know that's short-lived. That's like the parents who grab the kids and forces them to play sports. You might as well take that boy out. Take that girl out. She ain't going to make it. You got Todd Marinovich, and that's it. He ain't last. You can't force nobody to do it. Because somebody going to meet them right there, that prime position, and they going to want to be there. And it's a wrap. And they're going to be as skilled as your kid and talented and good with the fundamentals. Love Skip Bayless for being that honest. That's what South Beach Sessions does. If y'all haven't seen my South Beach Sessions, he got me in there too. It could get tear-jerking. But at the same time, it's just Dan Lebatard is one of the best at those interviews. You just got to give him to him salute. Respect to that. I just wanted y'all to know these NARPs have infiltrated sports media. They be talking about these athletes. With a little ounce of jealousy, maybe, a pound of envy, and a whole lot of I done translate. I done move past that. Now let me tell you what I expect. So Skip Bayless, because he couldn't do it, said he expected everyone to go get it that made it. Because why would you ever trick that off? Why would you ever want to do something like Anthony Richardson and tap out? Boy, I would have gave my left leg to do what you do. And you over there chilling. You over there tapping out. Deep. But they everywhere. And they don't always give it to you real. They don't always give it to you pure. I'm just here to tell you, sometimes the information we get today is just whack. But ask yourself, now you know, huh? Why is that? Y'all make sure y'all log on to projecttransition.org. Help us educate and empower these itty bitties. Make sure that they are greater than their greatest excuse. And make sure you get the little kids like this. Look at this little dude. He a little G right there. Both of them. Hook them up, man. Make sure you guys can do that. And if you do that, we will give you recognition because that's what we do on this show. We show love to, like, my man Keith Wesley, Twin Towers. Me and him are Twin Towers, man. We play pickleball. Good luck to y'all. Good. Matter of fact, we're going to hit the senior tour. He ain't old enough yet, but I will be in next month. $1,000 donation to Project Transition. Love for you guys. Have a great day out there. Boy, put on some BDP if y'all want to get into that zone with your boy. I love that. Wow. What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, founder of Project Transition and proud gym member. I'm excited to share with you an opportunity that will support our kids on their mission to making their dreams a reality. At Project Transition, we believe that real change comes from consistent action and support. That's why we invite you to join our powerful gym membership program that is making a difference every single day. As a gym partner, By giving every month, you'll fuel our mission by providing monthly support that turns into real empowerment and education for underserved youth. Your commitment reduces school dropouts, nurtures communities, and funds impactful programs like the Rising Stars Academy that we share. Together, we can turn potential into prosperity. Join the group of community champions driving change. Your contributions will help aid success by providing essential educational resources, building critical life skills, and fostering community strength. There's no better feeling than knowing your support will ignite hope, foster dreams, and empower the next generation. Join us today and be a part of transformative change. Help our youth become greater than their greatest excuse. Become a gym partner. Thank you.